October the 5th, 2024. Quick update, guys. It's been a long day, and I want to get this up before I decide to take it easy. But we got a new update on the storm. Getting, like I said this morning, it would be a Cat 3 with Cat 4 gust in the next update, and that's what we have. I expect it to become a Cat 4 because we're still real far out with the storm. And another thing, guys, this morning, this was the last track, and it brought us in just to the right or to the north of Sarasota. This new track now, guys, again, computer printouts from the National Hurricane Center is what I'm making this map with. Now look at this. Tampa is here, St. Petersburg. You're coming up through Orlando. Look at that. It was coming down a little further on the Space Coast, but I expect this track to change again. More than likely, it may drift a little further to the west, or to the north and west. In this case, here's the villages right there, guys. Daytona Beach. But again, let's look at the information. It is now predicted to become a Cat 3 with Cat 4 gust. Now, this is the latest. It was at 4 p.m. Central Time, so it is almost 3 hours old. Notice it's not tracking near the Yucatan northern tip. That means that it's not going to slow down. That's what I was concerned about this morning. And it's going to become a major hurricane way out here Tuesday. See that? And same speeds, Cat 3 with Cat 4 gust. When you get to the M, you're above the Cat 2s. You're getting back here into a strong Category 1 hurricane this far out. Check that out. It's already crossed the Gulf Stream, getting into the Atlantic. What does that tell you? There's going to be a wide path of destruction through this section of Florida under the current track. Right now, sustained winds are only 40 miles an hour, but that makes it a tropical storm. It is still moving very slow. See this northeast at 3 miles per hour, just like this morning. That's going to give it all the time it needs to get as strong as it wants to. Not a lot's going to slow it down unless you have a second wave of cooler air coming out of the north, and I don't think it's going to happen because we're seeing high pressure set up there. Now, this one's a little newer, 5 p.m. This probably is Eastern time, too. But again, Cat 3 setting out here in the middle of the Gulf, Cat 3 coming ashore. I think that's going to change, and you can see that northward drift. But right here, we're dealing Wednesday at 2 p.m. in the afternoon coming ashore. That's a blessing in a lot of ways. Why? Because at night, it's 3 times as bad. When you lose power, you can't see anything. You know, and you're going to lose power. I guarantee you're going to do that. And I don't know how much recovery is going on down there. A lot of people are focused up into the mountains. So am I. But I keep an eye down to where Helene came through there. And there's a lot of work going on still. And tremendous amount of sand everywhere. You had a 20-foot surge with Helene. I hope this does not repeat that. But remember, we're seeing a northward drift from Sarasota now up to Tampa. Will that continue? There's a reason that it's trending this way. More than likely, it's got to do with the high and low pressure situation. But becoming a Cat 3 by Tuesday at 2 p.m. at 115 mile per hour storm. I bet you this is going to change between here and here. Look how quickly it went from a tropical depression to a tropical storm, and now we're looking at, like I said, a Cat 3 coming in to central Florida. Now, I'm going to end this by looking at the spaghetti models. We know this is going to change. The physical models will change somewhat. But let me point out one thing that's different in the last month as far as this particular website, which is the Fox Sky Tower down in Tampa, is that we have the Navy model involved right here, this purple line. Check that out. And it's moving this thing right back into the section of Florida that Helene came through. Check that out. Now, the Canadian model has changed. It was setting offshore here. Now we're seeing it extend across Florida, and they're kind of on the opposite sides of this track. We're going to have to see how that comes together. I'm actually glad to get their input back, and I know I was a little rough on them at first, but I think we're kind of seeing what's happening. And someone else said that on some of the other sites, not Sky Tower, but some of the other ones that report this, that they have been seeing some of the Navy information there. Because again, it was updated 7:30 p.m., so it's very new, and we're still seeing a westward by northwest drift. We're watching it, guys. First thing in the morning, I'll come on and give you the latest. It's a heads up. Be safe.